Hello, I'm Bonnie Dale Curlin. I've been in public education for 28 years. 10 of those years was in the North Little Rock School District as the K-12 coordinator for gifted and talented education and novice teacher mentoring, which is now teacher retention and recruitment. I'm very happy to make this presentation to you today. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Supporting the vision must be a combined effort among all stakeholders. Surveys may certainly help determine the climate and philosophy of others regarding what the vision of our school and district should be. And yet, face-to-face conversations may be more productive. Community gatherings for different groups will provide information that the district needs to determine the culture of our city and what is important to all of us for the education of our students. Informal classroom assessments are important for teachers to know what their individual students know and are able to do, and building leaders must make certain assessments are in place, and district leaders monitor what is being used and how it is used. At some level, districts may have choice in what instruments to use for the formative and summative assessments for students, and yet many are like advanced placement exams that provide the data for districts to evaluate. We must consider how our students perform on these and what we need to do to improve their performance. Not only are districts accountable for student improvement, but they must have training in place to help teachers and districts understand how to make improvements that are needed for student growth. The Every Student Succeeds Act School Index provides the guidelines that districts may use to make improvements. Data from assessments that measure growth, graduation rates, and attendance are all important towards school improvement. Training in reading and understanding this data and improving teacher competence will begin the process towards improvement. What people know and understand of learning and development, as well as history of curriculum, psychology, and human behavior, could help guide them in decisions. People want to be successful and feel good about their accomplishments. This holds true for teachers as well as for students. When teachers have connections and rapport with administrators who visit their rooms, and those visitors provide feedback regarding what they see in the room, teachers will feel supported, and positive feedback will help them feel a sense of accomplishment, which in turn will help them in supporting and encouraging their students. Though there are opposing viewpoints on how best to meet the needs of students, all those curriculum experts who have gone before us have contributed a variety of components into modern curriculum. And when district administrators are aware of how to evaluate teachers and the variety of ways to meet the needs of students, they will be able to look at data from a variety of sources, both formal and informal, to monitor student learning. Technology may be as simple as a smartboard merely being used as a newfangled chalkboard or as complex as clickers for gathering quick, informal assessment of student learning, and virtual reality headsets for dissection into the microscopic or exploring the universe. Because it is changing all the time, the purchase of new devices must be on a rotational cycle in order to be cost-effective and provide up-to-date equipment. When possible, free is always better, but awareness of needs and the abilities of individual hardware, software, and web pages, and how each meets the needs of the district must be considered. There are a variety of required logins and platforms for such things as facilities management and the federal grants management system. These required reports and deadlines may help keep a district accountable, but also help with the management of the information. eSchool helps manage human capital, and eFinance helps with budgets and budget strings, which keep everything coded to the revenue and to what is being spent. In collaboration with buildings and different district departments, the district may keep focused on its needs and make plans for the future. Communication is of utmost importance so that the district will address needs and set priorities in how much will be spent and where it needs to be spent. I have learned in all of this that salaries are the biggest portion of the budget and are the priority for North Little Rock. Large groups rely on a group of individuals to come together and collaborate by contributing the knowledge they have to the greater good of the group decision. This collaboration requires both small groups of 2 to 3 people working together and larger groups, such as the cabinet, our district leadership team, to work together in coming up with solutions and ideas, and in contributing information back to the superintendent in order for him to have the right information to make decisions. All of these meetings will help create the collaborative work needed to run a large district. But listening and respecting the views of others will help sustain it. If anyone feels that their voice is not respected and their opinion is not important, then the collaborative work will be undermined. But also, as a member of the group, the individual must not take others' opinions as a personal attack. Tests and leads in the EdReflect platform provide rubrics for principals to evaluate teachers and their assistant principals, and rubrics for district administrators to evaluate principals. Even when teachers are not in their summative year, they may still have a variety of official, informal observations and mere focus walks. Classrooms are more effective when principals visit classes and support teachers. Principals are more effective when they are supervised and supported. For the safety of students and for information that needs to be disseminated quickly, phone calls, texts, and emails are sent to inform parents regarding urgent concerns, like our recent bomb threats and our monitoring the number of illnesses in the district. A variety of administrators must work together on these issues so that the correct information is sent out and that proper steps are taken. Districts need to provide communication and transparency regarding information that parents may see and hear from other sources. For example, when school report cards become available on the ADE website. Our own district website is the most obvious means of communication, but districts may provide at schools and local stores and restaurants brochures that are visually appealing and may attract the attention of parents and other stakeholders to give them the information needed regarding the district. Our district wants to attract students and teachers to come learn and work in North Little Rock. Districts should gather data from a variety of sources. One such community resource is the Facilities Management Plan, which would inform districts of declining enrollment. While this is only the beginning of researching this concern, parent surveys from those who have left the district may give us greater insight into the reasons behind their leaving. Business owners may inform us of what skills might be lacking when our graduates apply for jobs within the city, and districts working with and supporting businesses indirectly helps the district when those businesses bring in jobs and workers with families into the city. The mayor and city want students to remain and work in North Little Rock, so their support is crucial. We need to know the perceptions of our district from all stakeholders, inform them the good things we're doing, and improve the things we are not doing well. To meet the needs of families, district administrators must get to know them, their hopes and fears. One way to do this is to attend as many building functions and athletic events as possible. The needs, such as poverty, will motivate them in a variety of ways, and many times free food will help parents attend more events. Groups of parents and citizens are able to work together on committees, what we are now calling a task force. Just as there is teacher buy-in when they look at data and plan together, parents will support what they have seen as a need. Stakeholders should have positive perceptions of district administrators because they follow all policies, rules, and even behavior expectations. No shadow of doubt should enter the minds of stakeholders because district administrators are role models of accountability and integrity. Federal laws protect against discrimination of age, disability, gender, color, and religion. In particular, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and specific to Arkansas, teacher fair dismissal, districts have policies in place that are a result of clarifying federal laws and state regulations. Policies and rules regarding finances are particularly important so that revenue and spending have clear audit trails, so there is no doubt of the integrity of the administrator and no temptation for one less noble. The Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, in conjunction with the Arkansas Educational Administrators Association, has established clear codes of conduct regarding how to handle finances and provides training that makes clear the changes in the law. This is just one example of the many ways organizations hold administrators accountable. The board may hold the superintendent or even the city accountable for given situations so that nothing might slip through the cracks unnoticed. Through the PPC process, the board and Personnel Policies Committee hold each other accountable. Arkansas Code 25-19-106, Freedom of Information Act, helps keep districts transparent with all they do, but students' rights are protected by Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act of 1974, FERPA. Doing the right thing is a balancing act. Because I have high standards of ethics for myself, I expect others to as well, and yet am patient with unintentional mistakes for those who clearly report their own mistakes and work with the group to solve the problems created by the inevitable consequences. I expect the best and am given their best. The ultimate negative consequence is termination, but lawsuits may abound and grievances prevail when a policy has been violated. If one goes before the ethics board for an ethics violation, then the educator's license may be revoked, and therefore there would be no job in education after termination. The best way to prevent difficulties is to provide clarity on policies, have lots of clear information on district web pages, and clear agendas and minutes from board meetings. Federal laws certainly affect what our state legislators do. But these are the people we could get to know and lobby for our cause and support our families in poverty who do not have the time or money to lobby for themselves. The decisions our government makes have repercussions like an incoming tide or tidal wave. Some are slow in building and some rush upon us and sweep us away. For example, Arkansas Quality Charter Schools Act of 2013 is slowly eroding our already declining enrollment. But those who escape our beach are the ones with the wealth and ability to transport students to other private and charter schools. Districts must then advocate for our families and students in poverty by knowing our legislators, their committees, and the bills they create or endorse. My concern is online learning and artificial intelligence taking over education. With so many charter and private schools creating the problem of declining enrollment, we must find solutions that will help us compete with those that are attracting our students away from our district, and also help us attract other students away from places geographically distant from us. Perhaps, seeing into the future, we might enroll students from around the world in our classes. We will need to present research that shows online learning works only with qualified teachers working with students in order to save teacher jobs, and that our programs prepare students for the future. As leaders, we must lobby for these changes and collaborate with partner schools in which we share the class load across the globe. Their teachers providing some classes and ours providing others. I wanted to express my gratitude to all my professors at Henderson State University. I've learned so much. Not only have I discovered that this really is pieces of a puzzle, all the standards, everything that I've learned, but all of my classes have also fit together in a variety of ways that have helped me learn the things I need to know. And again, the puzzle pieces fit together, but then different parts of the picture may be on one piece. And I hope that metaphor makes it very clear for all of us.